Vision Talk, man. Who the fuck we got in the building today?
Man, you know what the fuck going on, man. It's your boy Kaee, man. All the way from the tip, man. Louisville, Mississippi, man. Racing 135th Street, man. Probably.
Okay, for sure. So for the people that don't know, let them know where you from. Well, you say you from Mississippi?
Y'all, Louisville.
Okay, so what's it like growing up out there? Like I ain't never really met nobody from out there.
Shit, whole lot of country shit, bro. Got down horses everywhere, four-wheelers everywhere, country shit, regular.
Tell you shit. Okay, yeah. So like, how long you was out there?
I probably was out there like really mostly all my life until I probably got like 15. Then I started moving from back and forth to here and there.
Oh, tell you shit. Okay. For the people that don't know, like, what's the average day like out there? Like, just, cause I know that's way different than the city.
Yeah.
Tell you shit. So what's it like?
Shit, probably like so you wake up, shit, chickens. You hear the chickens. You feel me?
Oh, it's that country.
Yeah, you hear the chickens, chicken coops and shit everywhere down there, motherfuckers. You hear the chickens and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really too much out there. You feel me? We got a grocery store. Yeah, we got like McDonald's and shit. Yo, we ain't got no fancy shit.
Nothing like that.
It's small as hell.
So did you have both your parents growing up?
I had my mama growing up. You feel me? My daddy was like, from what my mama told me, my daddy was in my life, like at the beginning. You feel me? I still remember certain parts of it, but like probably when I got like 8, 6, 8, I ain't seen him, you feel me? I just recently met my dad again, probably when I was like 18.
Oh, right.
For the first time, yo.
What was that like?
Man, nigga got down. He was talking about I look like him and shit. Nigga trying to side me up and shit. I was slap box with the nigga and everything on God.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So you still gonna fuck with him and shit?
Yeah, I fuck with him. Just we don't really talk like that.
Oh, okay.
But I fuck with him.
You got siblings?
Hell yeah. I got 2 brothers, 2 sisters.
Okay, so it was just all y'all single moms. So like y'all had the typical struggle growing up type shit.
I ain't gonna say struggle. I'ma say survive. You feel me? We survived through that shit. It wasn't really too much. Long as we had our mama, you know what I'm saying? We were good. It wasn't really tripping. We were fed, clothes, shoes, new shoes, all that shit.
Okay. What type of shit was you into as a kid, like out there?
Shit being bad as fuck. Oh God. I ain't really like at first I was really just into sport for real, you feel me? Like I was playing goddamn basketball from my junior varsity year. Well, really from 7th grade, but you know, sometimes people don't say that don't count. So since 8th grade and up, I was playing. I didn't get to play my 12th grade year though, cause I got kicked out of school.
Yeah. Oh damn. Okay. So, at what point did you move to Atlanta?
I first moved to Atlanta when I was like 12. Cause I was back and forth in middle school. I was going to east side out there toward like Dagleville area type shit, and shit go wrong with my parents or whoever I'm living with. I go back to home. Like fuck, I'm gonna get my shit. I'm gonna go back to Mississippi. Stay there for about a year. Come back. Feel me? Go there, come back, and then I just decided to stay. Like,
so you just going back and forth?
Yeah, back and forth.
And what was the reason like for that? Like,
cause like usually where I'm from, like it's so small, and it was just like, you feel me? Like I was getting more known being in Georgia from where I was than me getting known from being where I was. You know what I'm saying? Like down there.
Well, when you say like known, like what you was doing at that time? Cause this like 14, 15, right?
Yeah.
So what you was doing around that time, like
shit, around that time I was still doing music and shit. That shit really just ain't just.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't really that good at it, so I ain't try to make it like a career. And then I was just fucking with that shit, but folk knew me for that though. It was just like, I made my first song when I was probably like around like what, 12, 13. My mama helped me make my first song ever.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. And ever since then, I just been doing that shit.
Tight shit. Okay, so when you moved to Atlanta and shit, like, what was your first like reaction to this shit? Like, And like, what was the differences like that? You know what I'm saying? Because there's a big difference. Then I know like Mississippi.
Man, hell yeah. Man, when my first reaction, man, I fuck around, got down. I already knew this shit was gonna be lit. Cause when I was on the way from here, going through Alabama, it's like on the way to get here, got down. You see the Statue of Liberty. I don't know if it's a fake one, but that's like going like toward Mississippi, Alabama. Like when you leave out the state of Georgia, it's gonna be like a Statue of Liberty or something like that. I don't know what it's called.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I seen that motherfucker. I was like, oh, they lit. I'm like, oh, they lit. I'm like, oh, it's already lit. Then when I fuck around and actually got, I came straight to Douglasville. That was my folk was, you feel me? So when I got to Douglasville, I was like, okay, well, this shit's straight. But when I hit Atlanta, I was like, oh, this shit lit. Yeah. I'm talking about this shit ready.
Type shit now. Okay, so also too, I gotta give a better question because you said you was getting in trouble and shit. So what was like the first trouble you had got into out here?
Out here?
Yeah.
Man, fuck around. I came out there, motherfucker, man. As soon as I came out here, I seen some nigga, man, that was at the park. I was hooping and shit. So I had ended up meeting all these little young niggas and shit, man. These niggas were hooping and shit. So I'm like, okay, cool shit. I was gonna come up here and play for that school. Man, as soon as I got there, I get into school, I enroll in the school, I make the basketball team. First time I make the basketball team, boom. I go to the Western name, and I was already fucking with somebody, my first baby mama and shit. You feel me? So when I was fucking my first baby mama and shit, she ended up, like, she was goddamn pregnant and shit. So she got into it with one of her friends, and goddamn the bitch her friend had came and goddamn made a video at my grandmama's house. And was like, oh yeah, goddamn pull up, we goddamn 17 deep, did this in the third, but I'm at school, bro. And they were trying to jump my baby mama because I told my baby mama to stop, that she couldn't be Shawty's friend because Shawty kept trying to get her like fuck off on and shit. So then the whole come to the school, like 2 hoes come to the school. They done tried to jump my baby mama in the hallway. I done knocked one of the hoes out, but the teacher seen me. I done knocked one of the hoes out, but the teacher seen me, bro.
Teacher see you?
Yeah, so goddamn, they seen me, called the principal, Shawty ended up calling her folks up. She called her folks up, her family. She was like, oh, this nigga just hit me, did this in the third. So I go back to class, like, and then get to the classroom. I'm thinking, I'm young, so I'm like, damn, this big daddy finna come beat my ass type shit, did this in the third, but I wasn't scared. I was just like, damn, like, I don't know what I done got myself into.
Yeah.
Man, the nigga, I fuck around getting in the classroom, so the principal come. And the principal, he come in, he asked for my name. He like, oh yeah, what did this in the third? I need to talk to him. Soon he come in there, the daddy come to the front of the door of my classroom. He like, oh, well, what did he can? What did he can? Did in the third, woo. I seen how small the girl daddy was. I'm talking about, my confidence just shot straight to the ceiling. I was like, nigga, this me. How you talking about? Why? I beat your ass. I'm talking about, man, I'm finna beat this nigga. The principal got down and grabbed the nigga and told me to get out the classroom. I get out the classroom walking, but I see their whole family coming down the stairs. The big mama knew me because like an earlier incident, like before that, when I was on the street, I was younger. I had ended up slamming one of her other daughters on their neck. Yo, man, I done slammed the hoe on their neck because they were fucking with my partner, bro. They were fucking with my partner, hitting on my partner shit. Back then, I was you feel me, the young niggas, so I ain't care about hitting like females or like niggas, aunties in there. I won't go. Yeah. So, goddamn, as soon as I do that shit, we go upstairs. But I'm on the basketball team, bro. So when I go upstairs, the niggas goddamn, they're like, what the fuck going on? Cause they just hear all the yelling. Like, man, these folks trying to jump me, man. We done got to him. Me and the basketball team done got to him with these folks at the school. Yeah. But them folks, they just picked it all on me though.
Damn, this.
Yeah, yeah. I had to go to military school.
I was saying, you didn't get expelled for that?
I had to go to military school.
So how long you was in military school for?
Probably like 6 months.
What the hell is that shit? Like, niggas really got you waking up doing push-ups and shit?
Oh my God, bro. I'm talking about, they got you waking up like 3 o'clock in the morning, bro, doing like push-ups, all type of shit. You got to compete in like certain shit. Like you got to march everywhere. You can't walk. Like they cut your head bald. Like it's all type of lame man shit. Just like they do to, I guess they do that to so-called discipline you, but that shit really don't do nothing. No, I ain't give a fuck about no bald head.
I was gonna say, do you feel like any of that shit like worked anything, or you was just?
No. I feel like none of that shit worked. I feel like they didn't do nothing but just put me around other bad motherfuckers who were just like me, and I didn't do shit but get into it with other motherfuckers.
Right.
You feel me?
What you feel like was the reason for you, you know what I'm saying, like acting out type shit as a child? Or not acting out, but just, you know, just always getting into shit.
Shit. I really can't blame nobody, but if I had to say, I just say it's just like lack of fatherhood. You know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't really have my daddy to really just tell me like, oh no, you don't do that, you don't do that, you don't do that. Like I'm with my mama mostly, so it's just like she need to do something. She'll pat a nigga on the back and be like, just don't, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got, don't do that.
Right.
But it's like, you know, nigga, I'm a nigga, so like, you know, we gonna learn the hard way. Like.
So out of your siblings, are you the oldest?
I'm the youngest.
You the youngest. And you got a big brother, or they all girls?
I got a big brother.
Oh, okay. And where was he at, like, during all your life type shit?
Shit, one of my big brothers ended up passing away before I was born. So I don't really know too much about him, but my other brother, like, you know, just typical brother shit, bro. Like, he just be trying to be on the niggas and shit, like, you know.
Yeah.
When we ain't got no daddy, like, okay, shit, he the next man in the house, like, hell nah. Like, I always felt like I was the man in the house, even though I was the youngest, like.
Yeah, type shit.
Real shit.
Okay, so in the mix of all of this, like, where did you, go into school and shit. So when you get out of school, like, what was you starting to get into? I know you said you had a kid and shit. When did you have your first kid?
I had Aiden. I had my first kid 2016. I ended up having my kid after I came back from military school. I had him. I graduated June 23rd, and he was born on June 24th. Yeah. So after that, after I graduated, I took the test, so I ended up graduating my 11th grade year. I ain't never do my 12th grade year.
So you graduated in 11?
Yeah, when I was in military school, I basically like took my test for like my high school diploma type shit. Yeah, so I ain't really like learn shit, bro. Like that shit was always easy to me. They give you a book, tell you to read some shit and remember it. Like, okay, bet. Yeah. They give me the test. I aced the test. Like now I'm out of school. When I first had my first kid though, when I got out of school, I was really just full-time dad, bro. Like I wasn't in the street. I wasn't really doing that. I just would like take care of him for real until he got by like one. When he got like one, I ended up getting back in the street and shit. But then I ended up getting locked back up, and I had another child on the way.
Man, so you got locked up and had another child on the way.
Yeah.
What you ended up getting locked up for this time?
Huh?
What you had ended up getting locked up for this time?
Man, this shit so motherfucking crazy, bro. When I ended up getting locked up, bro, it was on some probation. It was like some P, bro. Like, yeah. I got locked up because I failed the drug test, but the lady had just told me, like, I had just started probation when I got out. So the lady told me, she was like, look, this a goddamn, what's the name, bro? She was like, shit, this a goddamn pass because you just not coming to probation. So it's like, I know you dirty. Type shit.
Yeah.
So usually they give you a pad, like they don't violate you or no shit. But it was like, soon as I took that test, I said about two weeks later, I came back in that motherfucker. She was like, I seen the drug test papers on the table type shit. So I'm like, oh man. I'm like, usually when they had a drug test paper on there, either you gotta take a drug test again or you fail the drug test. Yeah. So I ended up failing the drug test. She was like, well, I'm not gonna lock you up, but I'm gonna put it in the hands of the judge type shit. And you know the judge, he locked me straight back up. So I was in that motherfucker getting locked up. And I ended up getting out. I did like 90 days in that motherfucker.
And did you go back again?
Hell, yo.
So what was the time that you got out this time?
I think I got out like what, 20, like at the end of like 2021.
Yeah.
Like around like.
Cause that's when you got out, you shot that
like,
video and shit.
Yeah,
but I'm saying, like, was that after this time that you talking about? Was that from after this time, or was this another time after that?
Nah, this was the last time I got locked up was after when I shot that video.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That was the last time I had got locked up, but that shit happened before that though.
Oh, okay. Shit. Man, so what was the longest you ever did?
Shit, probably about 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah, on my lab bed.
Where at?
They took me to I don't even know why the fuck they put me here, bro. They put me in motherfucking a mental health fucking prison, like people with like actual mental health problems, shit like that, like all that shit, like they be there.
What was the craziest shit you seen in there?
Shit, nigga get their ass shot on fire.
What?
Yeah, nigga beat them up. Nigga owed some of the blood niggas some money, nigga beat him up, beat him down, get what? Got him on the phone, told him if they ain't send him money, if they folk didn't send him money, goddamn, then they were gonna do it to him, goddamn, man, I fuck around. Goddamn, went to the bathroom, I came back, this nigga in some sheets on fire. Like, they wrapped him in the sheet, shot the boy on fire, to my like a hot chip. Like, that boy was burning, bro. I'm talking about, all you hearing him screaming and shit, bro. Like, I seen so much of that shit in prison, bro. Just like, that shit became normal to me. So, if I see some shit like that shit, I just, it ain't me.
Did he end up die? Did he die?
Nah, they airlifted him, though. He ain't died, though. Just severe
they got him
burn.
up out of there
Like
type
that.
shit.
Yeah.
Okay, did you ever have any situations in there?
Hell yeah, a lot of situations, bro. Like, I literally went through some shit every day. Like, if it wasn't me doing some shit or me getting mad or retaliating on somebody, it was goddamn somebody goddamn either on the game money or somebody goddamn one of the game in backbiting. You know what I'm saying? Talking about each other or to anything. Like, I would always want to need calls like, okay, yo, goddamn, I need you to handle that, cause goddamn these niggas out of line. Woo. I say no more. Get up out the phone, push up out that shit, handle that shit. You know, matter if you a big homie, double O, any of that. I done spent double O homies, all that. So like the stain shit really ain't matter.
Yeah. And when did you get into that? Before you went to jail or when you got out of?
What you mean?
Like gang shit.
Gang shit.
Yeah.
So since I was young, I ain't been around nothing but gaming. Like my daddy GD, you know what I'm saying? So I really grew up around GDs, which really gravitated me from being GD. You know what I'm saying? Cause my daddy, I looked at the type of nigga my daddy was, then I looked at the type of shit he was goddamn, the way he was moving. And then I'm like, okay, this nigga moving like this, okay, this what this nigga say he is. You know, me being a kid, I want to be like my daddy, but it like, for some reason, I just wasn't rocking with how he would move, so I gravitated away from the GD shit. Not saying ain't nothing wrong with GD, I got GD partners, you know what I'm saying? But I gravitated away from that. I say I got into the gang shit when I used to live on West Side in Louisville where I used to stay at, and it wasn't nothing but gang shit over there, but it wasn't really like Bloods, Crips, anything like that. It was just like white lords, gangsters, shit like that. So goddamn, I was always rocking with the white lord, you know what I'm saying? Cause the white lord goddamn shit, they were under the fire. It was like, I was just smelling it. I was just smelling the colors. I was just smelling everything, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know what? I like this right here. Like, this the way I want to go. And then it was just like, most of them niggas were there for me. Like, most of my power bros shit, especially my big homie shit, he was there for me more than my own daddy when I got locked up. You know what I'm saying? So like, shit, I just fell in love with that gang shit, bro. So it's just like, I just gravitated toward that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it just, you know.
Type shit. Okay, and then so where along in all of this did the music come along? Type shit. Like, when did you get into music? Like, how'd you get into music?
Okay, I got into music because I used to, my uncle and them, like I said, when I was probably like 10, 9, my uncle and them, like, they used to always, bro, like, always be around the house. They got a studio, they got the beats going, they got everything. They in there freestyling, all type of shit. They just doing shit. And them niggas was fire, bro. So I'm like, shit, damn, I want to goddamn do that shit, bro. Like, I was like, I bet I could do that shit. I bet I probably do that shit better than these niggas. Every time you ask them, let me hop on the track, then they be like, bro, you ain't ready. You ain't ready. You ain't seen enough yet. You ain't did enough yet. Type shit. That made me want to do that shit even more. Like, man, I didn't know what the fuck y'all talking about. I felt I was born for that shit. You feel me? It was just something I was in me. Music was just always in me, like going up through church, all that shit. Like,
Yeah.
You feel me? So
yeah, no, I can definitely tell you got like a musical background or something, because you held it like different, and you know what I'm saying, like even just how you like on track type shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, when did you like oh yeah, I remember you saying you started making music around like 12 or 13, right?
Yeah.
When you start like putting shit out, like
first time I ever dropped the song my mama had, me and my mama made together.
Did you put it on SoundCloud?
Yup, put that bit on SoundCloud. That bit was called "Shout Out Why You Flexing Me." Put that bitch straight on SoundCloud. Once I put on SoundCloud, like I had got like a little buzz from my little partners and shit. all my little partners and like the little female shit, like they used to just be singing this shit while I be in school and shit. So then I was like, okay, bet. Then I fuck around, went to a party one day and they played it, but it was like the song was so corny, but it was just something felt like I'm the only young nigga who done actually put some shit out that actually sound good out of everybody where I'm from.
Yeah.
So they were fucking with it.
Tight shit. Okay, and then well, I was just about to ask what was the reaction and shit. So what was like the shit that made you really like say like you gonna keep going and do this shit like for real type shit?
I say, shit, my son for real. Like when I had my first son, bro, like I sat down in the motherfucking bando, bro. I was in the bando by myself. I had like 2 bags on me, bro. I said, shit, what the fuck can I do to make sure my son don't want for nothing? You know what I'm saying? I was like, either I can take this way or I can take this way. And I wrote down a list of shit ways I could have took that I could either ended up dead or in jail, or I wrote down shit on the other side, like positive shit that I could have did, even though it wouldn't have got me there as fast as I wanted. It would have worked in the long run, you feel me? And out of all that shit, I just ended up taking the wrong route. I had to learn that shit the hard way.
Tight shit, man.
Yeah.
So like, what's been your biggest like song so far type shit? Like, what's been your biggest look so far musically type shit?
I say out of all the songs I done made, I say that 90K probably got like, I ain't gonna say it got the most streams, but like in this day and age, like me previously dropping shit, like 90K probably like the best song, it probably did the best.
Yeah, I fuck with that song. I definitely fuck with that. I also you be sleeping on Visa, bro. Like that was the first song you shot when you got out. That was my shit. That song hard as fuck too. But I see you also just dropped the tape last year with F&J and shit.
No.
Yeah, the Misunderstood. Yeah, talk about that motherfucker.
Alright, so the reason why me and the nigga dropped the tape is because goddamn, like, as we were going through in life, we just used to see so much envy from some of our partners. We used to see like niggas.
That mic still connected?
I think.
Oh yeah, you good.
Yeah, we seen so much goddamn niggas holding their nuts on us. You know what I'm saying? Niggas goddamn like motherfuckers assuming shit, not just niggas but bitches, and it was just like out of all that shit that we went through, it just in our turn we just felt like we were misunderstood by everybody. You know what I'm saying? So when I came up with the name of the mixtape. He was fucking with it, and we just, you know what I'm saying, we just got to dropping. And we done already made so many songs, but it was just like this particular tape. Like, yeah, I just had to drop that bitch.
Yeah, nah, this bitch was hard. Was Real Love on this one?
Real Love?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let me see.
I don't think Real Love on that bitch.
Yeah, cause that bit was hard too.
Oh yeah, Real Love was hard too. And it's so crazy cause I know a lot of people who know the words to Real Love. Like Real Love went crazy.
No, that wasn't on here. But Julio was on here. We just shot that.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you plan on dropping that one?
I dropped it, but I dropped Julio, but like it ain't dropping in 4K.
Oh, you gotta do it right, yeah.
It ain't dropping in 4K.
Yeah, we gonna get that right. We gonna get that right.
Like,
Tell you shit.
my shit was a little bit blurry, but that bitch so hard to me because it's just like it ain't too much, but you still get the point.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, facts. That bit definitely hard. It was different too. I was gonna say, try to like explain your style for the people, cause you know I know that shit different, but like how would you like describe your sound and shit?
I feel like I'm a melodic rapper. Like most shit that I do be melodic and versatile because like I just got a pet peeve of not hearing the same song. Like a lot of niggas can goddamn get on songs and keep their same flow. Like you can get on the song, you can keep your same flow, and get on another song and have that same flow, and get on another song and have that same flow. In all turns, it's the same song, it's just a different beat and different lyrics, but the same flow. Like I feel like any song that I get on, like I'm never gonna come on that beat the same. Cause I got so many, I'm so diverse that like sometimes I be in the studio, bro, and shit I don't even be trying to do shit and shit just come out. You know what I'm saying? Like shit be amazing me. So I feel like I ain't really just reached my full potential yet.
Type shit. Okay, what you feel like is like the hardest part of being like an upcoming rapper and shit?
The hardest part of being an upcoming rapper. that's an easy ass question to answer, but that's a hard ass question to answer. Because me, I don't really consider myself as a rapper. I consider myself as an artist. Yeah. So it's like
well, okay, well, just what's the, you know what I'm saying, what's the hardest part about being an upcoming artist?
The hardest part about being an art, to me, as being an art, the hardest part about being an artist, to me, is I think your image, in my eyes, because it's like, a nigga can drop, they just like, a nigga can take a Kodak song, and Kodak could have never wrote that shit, you feel me, or never dropped that shit, and another nigga come out, and he make that same song, you know what I'm saying, same word, everything, they beat the hidden, but get what though, he ain't got the image, you know what I'm saying, like, just cause he ain't got the image, people ain't even gonna pay attention to his song, like, people ain't even gonna look at his song on that. If you ain't flashing money, if you ain't popping your shit, if you ain't living the lifestyle that you know what I'm saying that you living, it just like, it don't, like people just like, okay, well this is another rapper who ain't making no well, you know what I'm saying?
So shit, do you feel like you be running into that problem? Like,
I feel like for me, the biggest problem for me, I feel like it ain't my image. I feel like it's my confidence. Because it be like, when I go through day-to-day real life shit with real life problems, it's like all my real life problems X out all that music shit. Like, I'm making money off of it, but it's like, it ain't making me what I need for it to be making me, so it's like I ain't putting all my focus on it. So it be like, sometimes I want to do that shit, but then I think about like, damn, I gotta get this money. So damn, I'm gonna put this shit on the back burner. I'm gonna take certain shit down, and I'm gonna come back out with it, but just when I feel confident enough to come back out with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, I be people, you be taking a lot of shit down. I be like, man, you should have kept that shit up, man. Because every time I post you on my page, you know, that shit be going crazy and shit. They really gravitate towards you. And me and my mans always be talking about you and shit too. Like, you definitely got the image, the, you know, everything, like the style. And, you know, it's a good combination, I feel like, of like, I describe it like this. Like, I feel like you a good combination of like street music with hipster music, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a good balance, like, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like, you know what I'm trying to say, type shit, like a good mixture of like the shit the white people like to listen to, and the shit niggas like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like a good mixture of it and shit like that, and it's wavy and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, that shit hard. What would you say, like, out of all your songs that you got out and shit, like, what song really described you? Like, if you was trying to gain a fan, like somebody's running up on you, like, yo, I'm trying to listen to your shit. What I need to listen to? Like, what I need to tap into? What you'll send them to?
I send if it was a situation like that, I'd send them to a song that I made. I think I would probably I would record a song out my kitchen with just a regular mic. You know what I'm saying? I had some fucked up headphones, but I think this song right here got the most views I ever got, and I was just really explaining my life. It called No Help. And I think that shit probably at like 24 some K. It said 24K point something. It was I had put it in my Get After video. Yeah, I put it in the Get After video.
Oh yeah. I remember you told me to put that part in there. Hell yeah. Yeah, nah, I remember
probably the most.
Type shit. Okay, and what's the realest shit you done wrote? Like some of the realest lines. Like, give me some lines. Like, spit some shit that the realest shit you wrote.
Let me see. I had wrote this shit. I said, I said, loyalty mean a lot to me. I said, loyalty mean a lot to me. You cross me, I'm gonna take your soul. Niggas be more horny than the hoes. That's why they get exposed. Bitches booking photo shoots that can't even buy their baby clothes. What did I say? Now, I'm talking about.
That was some bars though.
Yeah,
shit.
you know what I'm saying.
Bitches be booking photo shoots, can't even buy their baby clothes. I'm telling you, shit. I know about it. That's facts. That's real facts. Like, shit. So what you got to come type shit like? You know, what you got coming up next? Let the people know. You know.
See, I got this little mixtape coming up. It's called Love Me or Hate Me, and I want to drop this mixtape because just overall, I don't give a fuck about like the fame. I don't give a fuck about like being out there, people knowing my name, all that shit. Like I just want the money, bro. You know, so I can take care of my family. You know what I'm saying? But like in the midst of all that shit, chasing money, chasing your dreams, you feel me? You run into altercations to where you might run into some altercations to where like, okay, boom, I might just come up on the lick with another nigga. And now, you know what I'm saying? A nigga be like, hell yeah, bro, I fuck with you, I love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? We just because we done came across the shit together, but then that same nigga who say he love you, that'll be the same nigga turn around and say he hate you if you can't do nothing for him. Yeah. And it's just like with human beings, period, you know. Either you gonna love me or you gonna hate me. Either way, I still gotta get it.
Yeah,
you know
that's a fact. Type shit. Okay, cool. And let the people know where they can find you and all that.
Shit, you can find me on Instagram, man, at Kaee3es.ru. You can find me on YouTube at Kaee2es space RU. Shit, you can find me on everything for real. YouTube, Spotify, Google Music, Apple Music, SoundCloud. Right. Everything, you know.
Right, and just get the people something like let them get the people a word about you like that. Just if they looking at you, judging you, like what you got to say about yourself, like to the people type shit, like.
Shit. If I could, if I don't know, could you ask that question one more time? That fucked me up. I can't even lie. That was a good ass question.
Like. Somebody watching this judging you like, man, this nigga got face tats, all that, you know what I'm saying? What's something you'll say to them like about you to let them know, you know what I'm saying?
Well, first and foremost, fuck them. But if I'm being honest though, like from a positive perspective, I would tell them like always follow your dream, no matter what, no matter who you grow up with, no matter who in your life or out your life. You know what I'm saying? I always follow your dream because you never know. 1 minute you could be broke, 30 seconds, you could be up. So just stay focused, you feel me? Don't give a fuck about what nobody got to say though. That's the main truth, focus. You hate me, fuck you. You love me, fuck you. It's all love.
Fact.
In the end.
Nah, facts. Kaee, man. Vision Talk. We out this motherfucker.
Fuck all that talking, I'm tryna get activated. Ain't one for me, you the nigga be bastards. You live with your mama, but say you got commas. If I get to that, then I'm spending it. You say that you paid in your features 350, I spend that on groceries, you niggas some cows. 20K views on my son, check the browse. I didn't have no deal, I been grinding for years. You the same nigga who lived on the air, how you talk about the Ville when you stayed in the Ville. Heard that boy being on that hoe, she been calling my bro, tell another J for real.